Friends, today I am going to discuss repeatedly asked questions since 20 years in NET, SET, PGT, TGT, SSC, etc. MCQ with explanation. I will discuss also the related informations with the questions. Those related questions are also important for the exam. First, Thyarsis. It was published in 1865. It is a pastoral elegy written by Matthew Arnold. Arnold is a Victorian poet. He wrote this elegy on the death of his friend Arthur Hugh Claw. The title of this poem is taken from Virgil's 7th Eclogue of Aeneid, where it is an epic poem where Thyarsis is a shepherd. The subtitle of this poem, Thyarsis, a monody. It has 24 stanzas of 10 lines each. Next question. Brave New World is a dystopian novel by Aldous Huxley. Its setting is futuristic world state. It was published in 1932. The title is taken from The Tempest. It is a drama by William Shakespeare. The Aeneid by Virgil. It is an epic. It has 12 books. T.S. Eliot calls it the classic of all Europe. Beginning lines. Of war is my tale, of the man who, exiled by fate, was the first that from Trojan beaches to Italy came. Concluding line or ending line. Grew limp and cold, and down to the shadows below, mourning in protest against it, his soul fled away. Love loves to love, what is your is mine, and what is mine is my own. This line is taken from Ulysses. It was published in 1922. It was written by James Joyce. The line is spoken by leading character, protagonist Stephen Dedalus. Ulysses is a novel. Stream of consciousness technique is used here. Stephen liked Hamlet very much. It was written by William Shakespeare. He said all the literature is autobiographical. Next question. Chaucer's characters are individual as well as they represent their types. It is said by A.C. Ward. Arnold said about Chaucer, he lacks high seriousness. It is with him our real poetry is born. Chaucer fought the 100 Years' War and was arrested and ransomed 16 pound. 16 pound was paid for his rescue. Chaucer was alive in time of 3 kings. First one, Edward III. His time period is from 1327 to 1377, in 50 years. And second, Richard II. His time period is from 1377 to 1399, 22 years. Chaucer wrote a book on kings' marriage. Kings means Richard II. The name of the book is Parliament of Fowls. Friends, the Valentine's Day conception came from this book, Parliament of Fowls by Geoffrey Chaucer. Next king, Henry IV. His time period is from 1399 to 1413, 14 years. For scholarship, Chaucer wrote to this king, writing a book type, Complaint to his Pars. It is a complaint actually, not a book, better to say. Next question. Chaucer's writings can be divided into 3 groups. The first group, France period, from beginning to 1343. Second group, Italian period, from 1343 to 1372. Third group, English period, from 1372 to 1388. Rhyme Royal is created by Chaucer, and James the First King used this style of writing in his writing. King's Square. The name of that book is King's Square, written by James the First. He used in that book this rhyme royal, this type of rhyme, and this is why it is called rhyme royal. Actually, he didn't invent it. It is invented by Geoffrey Chaucer. Next question. Ulysses is a novel by James Joyce. and it was published in 1922. Joyce said about this book, "I have put in so many enigmas and puzzles that it will keep the professor busy for centuries arguing over what I meant, and that is the only way of immortality." Joyce's favorite episode in this book is in chapter 17. Here, Leopold Bloom, publishes the list of Molly Bloom's 25 lovers. It is the list of lovers published by Leopold Bloom. Leopold Bloom is the symbolic father of Stephen Dedalus. Secret name of Leopold Bloom, Henry Flower. Catechism is a form of writing. This form is used in this chapter 17. I will discuss this catechism and other forms in another videos. This is why subscribe my channel. Next question. Pidgin or Pidgin has 5 theories. The first one is baby talk theory. Second one is independent parallel development theory. Third one, nautical jargon theory. Fourth one, monogenetic theory. And fifth one, universalist theory. Next question. Bye Bye Blackbird. It was published in 1971, the very year of the independence of Bangladesh. It is a novel by Anita Desai, and here Adit Sen is a character. He wanted to see Indian sunset. He is in illusion and reality. And here we have the conception of diasporic novel. In some extent, it can be called a diasporic novel. His wife of Adit Sen, is Shara. Dev is another character. He came to London to study, and he is the friend of Adit Sen. Next, Beloved. It is a novel published in 1987 by American novelist Toni Morrison. Protagonist of this novel is a slave African American girl or woman. Morrison was inspired to write this novel after reading a story in 1856 published in a newspaper, and the name of this story is A Visit to the Slave Mother Who Killed Her Child. Next, the novel Beloved is set in 1873 in Connecticut, it's Cincinnati, Ohio. Time is 1873 and it is in Cincinnati, Ohio. The story opens with the line, 124 was spiteful, full of a baby's venom. Shetth is the protagonist of this novel. She killed her child, Beloved. Beloved is the name of the child, and she killed her to avoid slavery. She didn't want that her child, Beloved, also be a slave like her. This is why she killed her. The name of Beloved is found on the tomb. Next question. Erhun was published in 1872. It is a novel by Samuel Butler. Its another title is Over the Range. And Samuel Butler wrote another book, Hudibras. Erhun means nowhere. And Erhun is the name of a country discovered by the protagonist. And the name of the protagonist is Strong. Next question. The Iliad or the Song of Ilion or Ilium, all are correct, is an epic by Homer written in dactylic hexameter. Setting of Iliad is the Trojan War. It has total 24 books. Achilles' father Peleus was the king of Myrmidons. Helen was the wife of Menelaus. Leader of the Greek parts was Agamemnon. Agamemnon was the elder brother of Menelaus. Main theme of Iliad, menace. Menace means wrath. Wrath means anger. Here, anger, main theme is the wrath of Achilles, anger of Achilles. Other themes like Kelos. Kelos means glory or fame. Another theme, fate. And another theme, Nostos. Nostos means homecoming, homesickness. Another theme, Hybris. Hybris means pride. Lycidas, published in 1638. It is a pastoral elegy written by John Milton, writer of Paradise Lost. Lycidas means in Latin the finest piper. The term Lycidas is taken from Greek poet Theocritus. Lycidas is the combination of these both, Greek paganism and English Christianity. Elegy came from the Latin word elegia, meaning to lament. Pastoral elegy signifies a return to nature. According to Marxists, language is a social practice. Literature and Revolution was written by Engels, Frederick Engels. He was a Marxist. Culture and Society. This book is written by Raymond Williams. He was also a Marxist. Acrates, published in 1961, is written by Jacques Lacan. He is a French theorist and psychoanalyst. He said the unconscious is structured as language. Kennings. It is a compound expression in Old English and Old Norse poetry. It is a type of circumlocution, usually in hyphenated two words. Actually, it is a figure of speech. I will start the series of figure of speech. Example of the kenning. Sea is indicated by whale road. In that time, poets wrote whale road instead of sea. To signify, to indicate body, they used life house. They used corpse instead of battle harvest. They used wound hoe instead of sword. Madame Sosistris in first part of the Wasteland, published in 1922. The first name of the first part is The Burial of the Dead. In this part, Madame Sosistris is a character. She showed 6 tarot cards. There is a card game we can see in this part, and she showed 6 cards, and the name of those cards are Drowned or Phoenician Sailor. This reference is taken from The Tempest by William Shakespeare. Next card is Belladonna. This is the reference from Lady of the Rock, a painting or picture by Leonardo da Vinci. Man with 3 steps. It indicates fate. Next card, One-Eyed Merchant. And another card, the Wheel. It signifies the fortune wheel. Next card, Picture of a man carrying unknown things. It signifies the uncertainty of human life, human destiny. And there is a mention of a card that was absent. And absent card was hanged man card. And this hanged man signified Jesus Christ. This absent of hanged man card, that is the absent of Christ, signifies that no spiritual rebirth. The lack of spiritual rebirth, regeneration of the wasteland. Utopia is written by Sir Thomas More. It was published in Latin in 1516 and in English it was published in 1551. Utopia has 2 books, that means it has 2 parts. First part, Dialogue of Council. The narrator of this part, first book, is Thomas More himself. The second name of the second part is Discourse on Utopia. The narrator of this part is Raphael Hauthlerday. Both these books are in first person narrative. Capital of Utopia is Amurate. Magistrate of Utopia is Plarkis. Plarkis is the magistrate of Utopia. Thank you, friends. If you like, subscribe to get such kind of videos.